Welcome, everyone. It's look at that 500. There's a 500-pound pumpkin there that I passed as I came in because Halloween is coming up. It's the first day of October. It's also the first switchback of the 9th season. That's right. There's the 500-pound pumpkin to take a look at. It's all the way from the valley. Later on the show, we'll be telling you how you can win this 500-pound pumpkin. It's going to be moved to any place in Atlantic Canada by Hoyts Moving and Storage if you win that 500-pound pumpkin. We've got a whole bunch of new things on the show today, a whole bunch of old familiar things, and a few surprises for you. But first of all, our studios here at 1840 Bell Road are absolutely jam-packed and stuffed. Once again, over 15,000 people here in the studios at 1840 Bell Road for the first of the 9th season on Switchback. Look at all these people, all the party favors, and we also have some big brothers with us today, a group of big brothers and big sisters in the studio today. We're very happy to have them. It is our 9th season. It's the first show of the 9th season. We've got a special new feature on the show today. Right now, we were supposed to have Frank Cameron in this a new dunk tank feature on the show. Yes, there it is. The toxic waste dunk tank is on the show today. But unfortunately, Frank Cameron could not be with us today owing to a rumored kidney stone. So this is the rumored kidney stone, or maybe he just chickened out at the last minute. It's a huge kidney stone. So instead in the tank we have Victor, our props man. Are you all ready, Victor, to go in? Victor? You're okay. Victor's really happy about being in the dunk tank. We'll be telling you a little later on the show how the dunk tank works and how it will work all season long. So that's one of the things we on the show. We also have music by New Kids on the Block and a whole lot more. But also right now I see in front of us we have a cake. Welcome, the cake. Let's have a big round of applause for the cake. It's down for us. As well as being, I suppose, the 9th birthday of Switchback today, it's the Daily News' Sunday edition's
first birthday.
First birthday today. That's right. 1 year ago today, they started with their first Sunday paper.
That's right. And today, in
Yes.
this Sunday paper, to help you prove that you're a live show on Sunday, here we are, Andrew Cochran, live today, October 1st.
Oh, I love that picture. Okay, there we go. There it is, the ad in today's Sunday paper, just to prove that we're live. Little proof for you. There it is, a little ad. So if you go to your Sunday paper today, if you have the Daily Mail delivered to your home or rush to a newsstand.
That's right.
And it was, there you go, the ad, just to prove we're live. So it was 1 year ago today.
1 year ago today. Very exciting. We celebrated last night. We're celebrating again tomorrow. And as part of our birthday, we'd like to present you with a mug.
Oh, well, great. Thank you. I need that. Thank you very much. I'll put that here. Many happy years to come.
Thank you very much.
We've got an audience full of people with Daily Newses here today. Look at all those Daily Newses. They're all reading the handy tab, the Sunday Daily News. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the cake. And we'll distribute that cake. Have you gotten a shot of this beautiful cake that you've... Okay, they were taking a shot of that cake. Best in the Box returns to Switchback. So now call and play from any place in Nova Scotia that has new, old, or live in the title. Our number is 1-900-451-1351 to play Best in the Box. There's the cake. We'll be distributing the cake to lucky audience members in just a few seconds. So call and play Best in the Box. To give you some time to call, and also for some more proof that we're live, we went out to St. Mary's School in Truro to find out how they know that they're watching live television.
I know when a TV show is live when it says live on the screen. I can tell when a TV show is live when it says something goofy. I can tell a TV show is live when they say this show is filmed in front of a live studio audience. I know when a TV show is live is when they say live from.
I know when a TV show is live is when you hear all the little voices in the background.
I know a TV show is live when somebody trips over a camera wire and they have to take a commercial. I know a TV show is live when they have smudged makeup.
I know a TV show is live when the background falls, knocking the leading character unconscious.
Well, I'll be on guard for falling backgrounds today. We have perhaps one of the most involved live shows today, so we'll find out what's going to happen. But first of all, a return of an old favorite, Best in the Box. We have a brand new box for you this year. It's the Best in the Boom Box. That's right, the Daily News cup almost got crushed. Thank you, Victor, for jumping out of the tank just in time to save that. Best in the Boom Box. Have we got somebody on the line?
Hello.
Hello. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
New Brunswick.
New Brunswick. Where in New Brunswick?
St. George.
St. George. Okay, now are you familiar with the game here? Best in the Box?
Yep.
Okay, this time what we're looking for is sequences, kind of a different Best in the Box subject. We're looking for years that Switchback has been on. So one might be 81 to 82 or 82 to 83, okay? So we're not looking for matching pairs, but sequences, okay? Or, it doesn't matter. I guess pick a letter. How about that?
W.
W. All right, we picked the W. And it's 1985. Okay, so we close up the W again. Remember what was under the W and pick another letter.
B.
Okay. 1986. Well, now do you remember where 1985 was, you lucky person?
W.
The W, that's right. We have a sequence, 1985 to 1986. And for playing Best in the Box so well and so quickly, we have not only one of these Fuji Color Quick Snap cameras, but also you're going to be the first person to own one of the, except for the crew, to own one of the first Switchback T-shirts of the new season. There you go. There's the new Switchback T-shirt. It's kind of like the old one, only it's black instead of white. So there you go. There's your T-shirt. Thanks very much for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, there you go. That's Best in the Box, and as I've mentioned, those are our new T-shirts. We have this kind of weird thing that we're doing today. We have a helicopter today flying in. Now, this is all connected with the dunk tank idea. Right now, we have a helicopter that's flying in, hopefully. We don't know if it's going to make it or not, but it's going to arrive by the end of the show, delivering a lobster. There's our live Joey cam outside in the parking lot, taking a look at what's happening. Actually, nothing very much is happening outside the parking lot right now, but there's a live shot of the parking lot. As you can see, there's Joey. He's going to be operating the camera out there, the Joey cam, when the helicopter actually does arrive in the parking lot, delivering a lobster from the airport, which will become a permanent part of the set and will also trigger off the dunk tank for today's show. If it comes together, we don't know. It's going to be coming in. But let's check to see if we can make contact now with Tim Malley. Can we make contact with him? We're going to be making contact with Tim a little later on the show. He's going to phone us periodically throughout the show. Thanks to MT&T, who've supplied Tim and the pilot of the Pegasus helicopter with a cellular phone today. So we're going to be back with that. Periodic calls from our Eye in the Sky, our helicopter, which, as I say, might be passing over your house this morning on the way to the studios here at 1840 Bell Road. We're going to be back with all that and a whole lot more right after this. Spinoff returns to Switchback next week. Here's your opportunity to choose a video for next week's spinoff. First of all, you can choose Peter Townsend's latest video, A Friend is a Friend. Or you can call and vote for the latest from Elton John, Healing Hands. You've got 10 minutes to call and place your vote. Our number is 1-900-451-1351. The winner will be featured on next week's spinoff.
I never knew love like poison.
Switchback is going to be really good this year.
Switchback is going to be really good this year.
If you would like to be in our audience, just call the Switchback office at 420-4227.
Okay, we're back. While we were in commercial, we had a phone call from the Pegasus helicopter, so let's see where he is now. I'll just try to make contact with him. Hello, are you there?
Good morning, Switchback, yes.
Okay, go ahead. Tell us where you are.
Switchback, it's Peter Skinner with Pegasus Helicopters. We're presently just over Lake Panook in Denver, sir.
Lake Panook?
We're looking down here. There's a single canoe, a couple of them there, having some fun on this beautiful day.
sure. Yes, I'd love to.
Hello?
Hello there.
Okay, just a second. Let me get in, Marty. Go about it.
Okay, go ahead. Boy, isn't this exciting?
Hello?
Hi, go ahead. But I can't talk very much.
Pardon?
Where are you?
Pardon?
Well, it is in fact live, and we're flying there. Apparently, I'll translate. They're flying over the Lake Bannock. They're flying over Lake Bannock. Just go ahead. They're flying over.
We're going to let you go here in a second. Just something else we're looking at is the golf course here. A few people out golfing.
Few people out golfing.
There's some traffic on the Clearwater.
Thank you. Houston out. We'll talk to you a little later, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. Whatever you said, thank you. I'll talk to you soon, all right? Okay, there you go. You know what? So they're over the Micmac Mall now, and this is just like NASA. I like this. They're traveling over the Micmac Mall, so if you're actually shopping at the Micmac Mall, well, you're breaking the law because the Micmac Mall is closed. But if you're near the Micmac Mall, look up and you'll see the Switchback helicopter flying overhead. You know, speaking of phones, we need more names for our Hurry Up, I'm Watching Switchback contest, which was a great success, of course, not when people said that they were watching other things, but when we phoned people at home and we asked them to say, Hurry Up, I'm Watching Switchback, and they win a prize. So it's, well, that's how it works. If you want to participate in Hurry Up, I'm Watching Switchback, our address, as always, is Switchback, CBC Television, Box 9500, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3K5P8. And we'll compile a list of people who'd like to play Hurry Up, I'm Watching Switchback this year. That'll start next week. Also, we'd like you to send in, we've got another contest, the first 5 people to send in a list of autographs of people that they've reminded to watch Switchback this season will win Pizza Hut coupons this year. Pizza Hut coupons on the, so the first 5 people, once again, it's the same address. We'll be giving the address slide a little later on the show, but remind 5 people to watch Switchback this year, get them to sign a piece of paper, and the first 5 people that we receive will win some Pizza Hut coupons. Okay, we've got this week's spin-off. We'll be telling you what the winner of next week's spin-off is in a few moments. But first of all, here's this week's spin-off. It's a brand new video from a band that's incredibly popular right now, New Kids on the Block, and Loving You Forever. Here it is, this week's spin-off.
If there was a new kid on my block, I'd probably spy on him to see what he's like.
If there was a new kid on my block, I'd probably ask for their autograph.
If there was a new kid on the block, I would greet him and give him an exploding cigar.
If there was a new kid on the block, I'd make sure they weren't from Mars.
If there was a new kid on the block, I'd beat him up.
A new kid on the block probably means trouble. He.
All right. Well, the crew here is involved in the show, as much as always, here at Switchback. That was New Kids on the Block and Loving You Forever. Now, we have an announcement from CBS Records for you. There was a rumor circulating through the Maritimes that New Kids on the Block were actually coming, and there was going to be a concert date before Christmas. CBS wants us to pass on the bad news that they're not going to be here before Christmas, but that they will let us know when a concert date has been set. So stay tuned to Switchback for that date. It's going to be sometime in the early spring, they say, but stay tuned to Switchback. We'll let you know when New Kids on the Block will be here. Now, we've got the spin-off for this week with New Kids on the Block. They're a young band. They're known as a young band. But our question is, if you added up all their ages, would they be over 100, less than 100, or 100? Okay, that's this week's spin-off. Send in your answers to Switchback, Box 9500, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3K5P8, and win this collection of Sam's stuff, including the Sam's bag, some tapes, and the Sam sweatshirt. And I think some CDs this year. Is that right? 1 CD. Oh, there, wait a minute. Okay, there's our address. I think that's... okay. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Okay, I'm just going to use the little button. Here we go. I'm using the button. Hello?
Good morning, Switchback. How are you?
Hey, you can call me Andrew. Hi, how you doing?
Just great.
Can you tell me where you are now?
Well, okay, right now we're just over the Fairview Clayton Park area, right by the Ashburn Golf Course and the Bears Road.
Yeah, okay. What's the traffic like out there? Hello? Okay. You what? Oh, they're over the golf course again. Okay.
Go by there and he can tell you what he sees from here.
All right.
Okay, 1 minute.
Okay, now as you can see, we have Victor up in the dunk tank here. Oh, there's the dial tone. We have Victor up in the dunk tank. Oh, Tim Malley. Oh, there's Victor. Now, Victor's going to be dumped into this dunk tank if we make contact, if the helicopter actually arrives here. in the cordoned-off area out here at 1840 Bell Road in Halifax. Hi, Tim. How are you? How you doing, Tim? Hi, Tim. Hi, Tim. How are you doing? Tim Malley is up in the helicopter, our eye in the sky, Tim Malley, who actually turns 11 today. Hi, Tim. Are you there?
Hello, we're flying over Clayton Park at the Ashburn Golf Course.
Okay, you're flying over Clayton Park now. If you're in the Clayton Park area, look up and you should see the Pegasus helicopter flying into the studios here. How is it to ride in the helicopter, Tim? Is it pretty fun? Is it fun to ride in the helicopter, Tim? Tim is stunned. It's his first time in the helicopter. Are you having fun, Tim? Are you having fun, Tim? Are you having fun, Tim? Yes, it's your birthday. Okay, thanks very much, Tim. Happy birthday from all of us. We'll talk to you a little later, okay? Bye-bye. Tim Malley up in the Pegasus helicopter. Now traveling over Clayton Park, all right? Now, next week's spin-off has been chosen. We asked for a vote a few minutes ago. Next week's spin-off has been chosen. It is, by a vote of 250 to 182, Healing Hands by Elton John, next week's spin-off, so stay tuned for that. Coming up, we have a pumpkin weighing contest. We actually have 2 pumpkin contests for you, and we'll also introduce a new TV show that you can actually make some contributions to. First of all, though, here's a sample of that new TV show.
This is 11-year-old Jennifer Walsh of Newfoundland. She makes money from tired feet. Rock music got her into the pedicure business.
Just a couple of months ago, Mom came back from a Rod Stewart concert and her feet were sore. So I started doing pedicures for her. Soon I got into the business. Next, I use the face cloth just to put over her feet. It's soaked in water with baking soda, so it's soft. I do nails and hair and that too. They get their hair done and their nails and their pedicure, it costs $1. And if they just get nails and pedicure done, it costs 75 cents. And next, I use some more cream and I rub it around with my hands.
But like all jobs, it has a downside.
I did my cousin's friend's feet. His feet were really smelly.
This wasn't Jennifer's first money-making opportunity.
I used to make signs for people in class for their lockers and that, until the principal said that you couldn't have signs on your locker. And so I started another business.
You're only as good as your information, and quality information is the Globe and Mail. Take advantage of our 6-week introductory term. Call now and get 36 issues of the Globe and report on business at your door by daybreak, guaranteed. Also receive the Globe's quality magazines, up to 40 each year at no extra cost. Report on business, Domino, Destinations, Today's Health, and West, Montreal, or Toronto and Broadcast Week. The Globe and Mail, the intelligent choice.
A new CBC television special, Anne Murray's Greatest Hits Volume 2.
Starting tonight.
Starring Anne Murray.
We'll be together.
With Anne's guests, 80s lady Katie Oslin and Kenny Rogers with the world television premiere of their duet, If I Ever Fall in Love Again. Plus an exclusive tour of the Anne Murray Center in Spring Hill, Nova Scotia. Anne Murray's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Sunday at 7:30 in Newfoundland. Brought to you in part by Sears.
There's so much to see. Good times, happy times, special times for the whole family. Modern times, fast times, a time for friends. Real times, record times, time and time again. Yeah, we gotta take the time to really see how beautiful the world can be.
When I was 9 years old, I ate my first peanut butter and lettuce sandwich.
When I was 9 years old, I rode my dog to the corner store.
When I was 9 years old, I painted my next door neighbor's cat green. When I was 9 years old, I put a whoopee cushion under the teacher's seat. When I was 9 years old, I fell asleep in French.
When I was 9 years old, I went skydiving.
When I was 9 years old, I tried to milk a bull.
When I was 9 years old, I got into a can of pickles and put them up my nose.
When I was 9 years old, I found out what happens when you put a bowl of beans and franks in the microwave. When I was 9 years old, I put food coloring in my goldfish bowl.
Okay, welcome back to the live audience here. We have a pumpkin contest for you now. If you'd like to call and play this, our number is 1-900-451-1351. We'll be coming to this in a few seconds. So call and play. What we're going to do is kind of a Price is Right thing. As you see, we have a pumpkin here. It's 500 pounds of pumpkin, and we've got a live studio audience of an assortment of weights, varied weights in the studio audience here. Kind of a carny flavor to this whole event. What we're going to be asking you to do is, when you phone in, select audience members that you think collectively add up to the weight of the pumpkin. We'll keep on adding, so if you go over or you're under by 50 pounds, you, within a margin of error of 50 pounds, you win the incredible new Switchback sweatshirt, as you can see on the pumpkin now. So we'll be asking you to collect various people's weight. You can pick anyone that you see in the frame, crew member, me, whatever. You can pick people to add up to the weight of the pumpkin. Also, later on the show, we'll be telling you how you can win this pumpkin. Okay, you can win this very pumpkin, the 500-pound pumpkin. That'll make one heck of a pie, a huge pie. And the seeds are this big. They're huge. Yeah, they're huge. And it's going to be moved to anywhere in Atlantic Canada by Hoyt's Moving and Storage. There's the pumpkin under the sweatshirt. Later, we'll be telling you how you can win the pumpkin. That's a separate contest. Right now, before we get to the various pumpkin contests, though, here's the first Good Rocking Top 10 of this year. Time now for the first Good Rocking Tonight Top 10 countdowns of the new season. First of all, starting at number 10 this week, it's Soul to Soul and Keep On Movin'. At number 9 this week, up all the way from number 17 last week, it's Mixed Emotions by the Rolling Stones. Up from number 14 to number 8 this week, it's 18 in Life by Skid Row. At 7 this week, it's Heaven by Warrant. Up to number 6 from number 10 and destined for the top, it's Cherish by Madonna. At number 5 this week, up from number 6, If I Could Turn Back Time and Find More Clothes by Cher. Dropping from number 1 last week to number 4 this week, it's Hangin' Tough by New Kids on the Block. Up from number 4 to number 3 this week, it's Don't Look Back by the Fine Young Cannibals. Holding steady at number 2 this week, it's Don't Want to Lose You by Gloria Estefan. And new at number 1 this week, up from number 3 last week, it's Milli Vanilli's latest, Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You. That's this week's Good Rockin' Tonight Top 10 Countdown, courtesy of Good Rockin' Tonight. We're going to be back right after this.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd make a 500-pound pumpkin pie.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd put it in front of my door so my sister couldn't get in.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd use it as a basketball.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd make a fort out of it.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd throw all the slime at my brother.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd put all the seeds in my brother's food.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd make a house out of it.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd probably be eating pumpkin pies for the rest of my life.
If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd be throwing all the seeds at my sister. If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I'd drop it out of my bedroom window and watch it go splat. If I had a 500-pound pumpkin, I would make my doghouse out of it.
Well, we do have a 500-pound pumpkin here in the studio, and we've also got someone on the line to play The Weight is Right. Have we got someone there? Is Stephen here now? We've got Stephen Haas on the line from Whites Lake, Halifax County. Whites Lake. Hi, Stephen, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, you all ready to play The Weight is Right?
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm going to do is get you to pick audience members that you can see on the frame, and they'll whisper their weight into my ear. I will add it into the calculator. You keep picking people until you think you have, within 50 pounds, the weight of the pumpkin, okay?
Okay.
All right, Stephen, who would you like to pick first? Describe what they're wearing, or maybe a color hat. Do you have a color TV?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's handy, because I'd hit it if you said the gray hat. Okay, pick the color hat, first of all, or if they're wearing a hat, any sort of descriptive thing you can tell me.
Blue hat.
The blue hat, okay, the blue hat. Are they wearing a big brother and big sisters t-shirt, or?
Yeah, they are.
They are, okay. Is it, now I can't see what you're looking at now, because I can't, you've got the same frame that I do, right? You've got the same, what row are they in? Are they in the front row? Are you talking about this person? Stephen? Hello, Stephen.
Hi.
Hi, are you talking about this person here?
Yes.
Hi, what's your name?
Tammy.
Okay, come on up, Tammy. Okay, you're first. Now whisper your weight into my ear. 70 pounds. Whoops. All right, thank you. Now, okay, now there we go. Okay, we picked one and pick somebody else.
A yellow hat.
Yellow hat. Are you looking? Where are you looking? You're looking way back. The camera's going in. Tell it warm. Say warm, warm, cold, cold, warm, warm. Okay.
They're between a person with a black shirt on.
Person with a black shirt on. Is that this person here with the yellow hat that we're now looking at, the close-up?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. What's your name?
Tanya.
Tanya. Now, if you could whisper your weight to me. Okay, well, I won't say it this time. Okay, you've got 2 weights. Do you want to keep going or do you want to stop?
I'll keep on going.
You want to keep going? Okay, let's say who now. Let's get some really fast picking here now. Who would you like to pick now?
Pink hat.
The pink hat. This person right here with the big brothers and big sisters? Or down here? I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the TV. We're looking at this person right here?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
Corey.
Corey, hi, what's your weight? Okay. He sounded a little embarrassed about that. Okay, that's nothing to be embarrassed. That's a fine weight. Okay. So we've got 3 weights. Do you want to keep going or do you want to stop?
I want to stop.
You want to stop? Are you sure? Audience, help him out now, audience. Do you think he's done... Do you want to just reconsider your decision?
Okay, I'll keep on going.
Okay. Wise move. All right, who would you like to pick now?
Person with the green hat.
Person with the green hat? Wait, how can you see that? Where are you looking now? What row?
Right at you.
You're looking, sorry?
Looking right at you.
You're looking right at me. Okay, well, this person right here?
No.
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 What?
He's over there. He's to the left.
Oh, to the left. Okay, that's a good way. That person right there on the top frame. Can you shout out your name to me? Corey. Another Corey. What a coincidence. Okay, close your eyes and plug your ears, viewer. Shout your weight. Thanks for being so bold. 85. Whoops. Okay, I'll just minus 6,000 here because okay, that's good. Okay, well, you're doing fine. Would you like to pick one more, or what do you think?
I'll pick a guy with a yellow hat.
A guy with you mean the adult? Or the guy with the glasses?
Yeah, the guy with the glasses.
Sorry for... I could have said the guy with the earring. I'm sorry for picking the glasses. Would you like to play this? Yes. Okay, what's your name, first of all? Randy. Okay, do you want to whisper your weight to me, or? 160. Okay, thanks very much, Randy. Okay. Okay, that's okay, what do you think? Do you want to stop, or do you want to go on?
I'm gonna stop.
You're going to stop. Audience, do you think he's made a wise decision? What do you think, Randy? I'm sorry, you're Randy. What do you think, Randy? He should stop. Randy thinks you could stop. What do you think, Steve?
I'm going to stop.
You're going to stop? Congratulations, Randy. Your weight is 460 pounds. That's within 40 pounds of the 500-pound pumpkin. And that means you've won the Switchback sweatshirt, Randy. Or Randy, not you, Randy. Sorry about that. Steve Haas. You've won yourself the Switchback sweatshirt.
Thanks.
Thanks very much for playing.
Okay, thanks.
And nice picking. Coming up a little later on the show, we're going to be telling you how you can win this 500-pound pumpkin as well as a Nintendo game system. That's coming up a little later on the show. Okay. Plus, we're going to find out, does Victor, our propsman, get dunked in the dunk tank? Does he get dunked? We'll find out as we try to make contact with our eye in the sky and Tim Malley a little later on the show. That's all coming up in a few minutes. So we're coming back with that in a few seconds. So we'll see you then. What are we going to now? Good, Rocky? What are we doing? You can write to us at Switchback, Box 9500, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3K 5PH.
Here's a tongue twister from Janice McCaskill of Plaster Rock, New Brunswick.
The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends.
The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends. The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends.
The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends. The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends.
The first feather flown... Okay, the first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends.
The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for former friends. The first feather flown for fairness flew faster for friends.
All right. We're going to be talking to the Pegasus helicopter again in a few seconds, and Tim Malley. It's Tim Malley's 11th birthday, and for those of you who have just joined us, the helicopter is flying into the studios here in Halifax, and if the helicopter makes it, the helicopter is delivering a new co-host to the show this year. If the co-host makes it to the show, Victor, our propsman, will be dunked in the dunk tank. Victor will fall in the dunk tank. Now, Victor, what is that? Very nice. Victor, what is that in the dunk tank today?
Well, Andrew, what I have here is about 2.5 feet of brut champagne.
Oh, no, it's not. It's green oatmeal. It's green oatmeal in the dunk tank. Now, originally, this is kind of sweet justice, because originally Frank Cameron was supposed to be in the dunk tank today. Victor set the dunk tank up for Frank Cameron, of course, the host of Maritimes Tonight and the weatherman on the 6 o'clock first edition here in the Maritimes. Frank Cameron could not be with us today because he has a back problem, so Victor, our propsman, has graciously volunteered to go above and beyond the call of duty, and he's in the dunk tank. That's if the helicopter makes it, all right? If the helicopter makes it to the studios. At some point, we might want to check that Joey cam out in the parking lot to see if we've got anything, but let's talk about the pumpkin now. Now, I told you that you can win this pumpkin, this 500-pound pumpkin that you've seen on the show, as well as the 500-pound pumpkin, which is going to be moved to you if you live anywhere in Atlantic Canada. I'm sorry, Iqaluit, if you win the pumpkin contest. We can't get it all the way up there. We're also going to be giving you the BMX bike and a Nintendo game system if you win the contest that I'm about to describe to you. The pumpkin will be moved to you anywhere in Atlantic Canada, as will the Nintendo game system and the BMX bike by Hoyt Moving and Storage. I love saying that. Hoyt. Hoyt. It reminds me of something. It's going to be sent to you. Now, what we want you to do for this pumpkin contest is send us a picture of a pumpkin. Draw a picture of any kind. It can be abstract. It can be representational art. It can be anything. Send us a picture of a pumpkin. Now, the winners and some of the consolation entries will win the right to be hung at the Atlantic Winter Fair. Send your pumpkin pictures to Switchback, CBC TV, Box 9500, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3K 5P8. Okay, now over the summer, remember, we asked you to send in the date that Switchback would be reappearing on the air. That's not cause any more problems with the phone. There we go. Oh, there's the UNICEF box, by the way. Now remember, when the dunk tank actually does go off today, UNICEF is going to get a donation. I can't remember what it was, so I'd hate to make a commitment, but maybe we can find out, just so I can say. UNICEF will be getting a commitment. Win Victor, if and when Victor. We'll get to this summer contest in just a second, but now we have to make contact once again with our helicopter, our eye in the sky, and Tim Malley. Hello? 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 Okay, I'm about to push the button. Hello?
Hello, Andrew. How are you?
Okay, I'm about to push the button again.
Hello?
Tell me where you are, because I can't talk very much. So tell me, just describe the weather. Tell me if you see anybody. There's our Joey cam shot, people at home. Tell us where you are, okay?
Okay, firstly, we're right over Halifax here again. We're just abeam the yacht club. Since the number of people out in their boats today, it's quite a beautiful day. Our temperature up here is 45 Fahrenheit or 7 Celsius, so it's a little cooler up here than it is right now. There's a number of people out golfing and playing ball and soccer and all that.
Okay. How's Tim doing?
He's flying this thing most of the time. I'm going to put him on here and say hello to you.
He hasn't been sick or anything, has he? No, he's all right?
He's flying this thing better than I am.
Oh, well, that's comforting. Thank you for sharing that with us. So Tim can jump to the controls if necessary. Is that... Never mind. It's just a senseless little joke at your expense. Is Tim around? Okay, thanks. Tim's going to say hello.
Hello,
Hi, Tim. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
And you're flying over the yacht club now?
Right now we're above a lake.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Well, we'll see you when we'll talk to you later on the show. Okay, Tim?
Pardon?
We'll talk to you later on the show. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Tim Malley, it's his 11th birthday today, and he's up in the Pegasus helicopter, flying now over the yacht club. So if you're over the yacht club or you're somewhere around, you might want to wave to Tim up in the helicopter. Okay. Now, we asked you to send in the date. If you knew what date Switchback would be coming on the air, we wanted you to send it in. We have a whole bunch of prizes for this contest, including a Panasonic radio, a toaster oven, and a coffee maker for one lucky person. This whole popcorn maker. Look at all that incredible stuff. Okay, we'll be... Boy, let's go in here for one lucky person, an entire kitchen potpourri of stuff. So let's, well, this is a name that we see a lot on Switchback, and finally, Stacy Smith has won. Stacy Smith has won something. Congratulations, Stacy. Stacy in Antigonish County. Stacy, we know we get a lot of letters from you, so there you go. There's a whole kitchen potpourri. Okay, that's the summer contest. I don't forget envelope of the week. Of course, we don't have any envelopes of the week this week. We'll be looking for them once again next week. If you could send us your envelopes decorated with pictures of Thanksgiving and send them to Switchback, CBC TV, P.O. Box 9500, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3K 5P8 for your envelope of the week. Okay, we've got a whole bunch more coming up in the show, including a chance for you to create a new TV show. That's all coming up and much more right after these words.
If my parents gave me $100 a week for allowance, I'd buy a lot of junk food. I'd buy a new little brother.
I'd buy anything that looked appealing.
I would buy a monkey.
If my parents gave me $100 for allowance, I'd be in Florida next week broke.
Guests and staff of Switchback fly around the country in extreme comfort and in 2 languages on Air Canada and Air Nova, the big ones.
New show is starting up this season on CBC, nationally coast to coast, and we have 3 hosts of the 3 hosts of this new show. It's called Street Sense, and we're joined by Chris, Benita, and Jamie, the 3 new hosts on Street Sense. Now, before we go any further with this interview, I just want to point out that the helicopter could land at any second, and so I have the little phone here, and we might get some helicopter stuff. There it is. In fact, it's landing right now as I speak. Is that the actual live? Boy, that's early. The live tape of the helicopter landing. There it is. Okay, well, we'll be joined by Tim in just a few seconds. Why don't you tell me about the show?
Into the oatmeal.
Why don't you tell me about the show? One of you.
Well, Street Sense is a consumer show for young people, for teens and younger, but adults will enjoy it too. It's to help keep you from getting ripped off so much.
Okay, so has a show ever been done like this before? A consumer show in this country for
Marketplace,
kids? But not for kids, not specifically for kids, right?
No. So we're filling that hole.
Right, so when does your first show start?
We start,
October 7th, 11 o'clock.
Next Saturday at 11 o'clock.
Right.
11:30 in Newfoundland.
11:30 in Newfoundland, and it's actually here in Halifax that this show is done.
Yeah, our set's right over there.
The set's right over there. Okay, well, great. And what are your goals for the season? What sort of things will you be doing on the show all season long? Generally speaking. Generally speaking. Huh?
Tests on various items. On the first one we have breath testers and
battery testers. Crazy glue. We test crazy glue.
Oh, yeah. Oh, which one? Which crazy glue?
We test the helmet, the beam.
Helmet on the beam.
Check this
So this sounds like fun. You'll be testing various products during the year, seeing if their claims actually live up to the scrutiny of testing.
Yeah,
right?
Plus interviews. We interview people.
Right.
Junk like that.
So why is there a need for this sort of program? Do kids get ripped off a lot, do you think?
I find they do.
Yeah.
Comic books. All the time.
Comic books. How do they get ripped off with comic books?
Well, I have one. It's called What's Your Beef? It's kind of a, well, I did one anyway. It's it's to prevent you from getting ripped off and to give you knowledge on things that do rip you off, like comic book ads.
Right.
We sent away for 7 gigantic 24-inch inflatable dinosaurs.
Don't give away too much. Don't give away too much.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and you sent away for these things. We actually had that on Switchback last year.
Did you?
Yeah, because we
used the last 2.
You sort of what?
We used the last 2 balloons that you guys did.
Okay, so these are 7-foot dinosaurs that you sent away from, and actually all they were big balloons. That's an example of the sort of test that, so you're going to be testing kids' things specifically to see if they're rip-offs or not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds like a great show. And how many? So it's on 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
On Saturday. There it is. Thank you very much. On Saturday morning. So this is an example of what you got.
That is
Okay, now this has been seen on Switchback before. We showed you this little thing to watch out for. There it is, an example of the balloon, if you want to hold it up. You sent away, so this was a comic book ad that advertised 7-foot dinosaurs. Yeah. 7 foot.
7 gigantic dinosaurs.
24-inch.
24-inch, okay.
Inflatable dinosaurs.
Yeah. So I guess really it's true. They're not lying. They're not lying, it's just that it's slightly misleading.
Yeah.
So any misleading items that we get, we throw it into the pit. It's this huge, fiery consumer hell.
Right. Okay. That sounds like an interesting show, and it's next Saturday, October 7th, that it's going to be going on. Now, if people want to phone in and maybe suggest that they've been ripped off, or we've left our lines open so that they can do this after the show. If you want to call in and say you've been ripped off, or
they can write to us.
Or they can write to you. Okay. Well, we'll give you the address after the show if you want to phone in 1-900-451-1351 and tell your horror stories of when you've been ripped off or victimized or taken advantage of. Spoken rudely to by store managers, or pointed at
down the street.
All right, well this is a good service for kids, and a show has never been done. Now we're looking at the bottom of the screen. Oh, this is exciting. I've never seen this effect. There's the helicopter. Is it actually sitting in our studio right now, or our studio, our parking lot? Is it there? Well, we have. Thanks, Nigel. There's a shot. Now there he is. He's actually waiting. There's Tim Malley. It's his 11th birthday. The Houston. What is that? The Apollo thing has landed. What do they call it? Eagle, right. The Eagle has landed. The Pegasus has landed in our helicopter.
They're safe.
You've tested them, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess Tim is carrying our new co-host on the show for this year. He's carrying the new co-host. We're looking at him outside in the parking lot now. Sorry about that. We're gonna have to narrate this helicopter thing if that's okay. It's kind of exciting now. This is actually happening live in the studios, in the parking lot of 1840 Bell Road, and and Victor's looking a little nervous in our dunk tank here inside the studios as the lobster is being carted in. Should mean that the lobster should be carried into the studio at any minute. A little bit of pomp and circumstance in the studio will no doubt erupt when the lobster does, in fact, enter the studio, triggering the dunk tank and dunking Victor, our propsman now, into the green oatmeal. Tim Malley is being helped out of the Pegasus helicopter by one of the ground crew. Now, normally in the week, there, of course, would be cars parked there in the parking lot. There's Victor, live and real, here in the studio, waiting to go in. Victor, you all ready? You ready to go in? If the co-host actually does make it into the studio. But this is all very exciting. Now, he's just right outside. I guess he's going to be rushing into the studio, especially since there's only a couple minutes left in the show. I guess he's going to be rushing into the studio, huh? He might trip. Yeah, he's carrying our new co-host. If the co-host does make it through these doors and run into the studio before 10 o'clock, and here it comes. And of course, the pomp and circumstance. Let's have the music now as the lobster. Hi, Tim. Here, welcome to the show, Tim. You want to hear? Okay, well, let's carry this over. Let's have the pomp and circumstance music. Happy birthday, Tim. Okay, let's put in the. Now, as soon as the lobster. Actually, can I have some help with this? I'm really frightened of lobsters. Okay, let's get some. Our new co-host, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a big round of applause for our new. Thank you very much for delivering that in, Tim. And I guess the new season officially begins. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, let's make sure we get it. Let's make sure, don't do it yet. Let's make sure the new season officially begins here on Switchback as Victor, our propsman, is officially done to signify the new start of the Switchback season. And Victor is in. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have... Victor, the new dunk tank will be with us every week. The new Switchback season has officially begun. Please stand up, Victor. How is it, Victor? Is it okay? It's lovely. I hear it's very good for the complexion. There you go. That's oatmeal. How much time have we got to the end of the show just for fun? We've got 2 minutes left in the show. Victor is completely doubts. We have a brand new season. What? We're not going to put him back in. How? Is it okay, really? Well, I have a hot shower waiting for you. Is it okay?
It was wonderful.
Oh,
you want to do it again? An oatmeal bath? It's
an oatmeal bath. Tim, why don't you talk to us just for a second? I'd shake your hand. Happy birthday, Tim. Why don't you tell us where you're from?
I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
You're going to have to talk into my mic if that's okay. Okay.
I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Yes. And it's your 11th birthday today?
Yeah.
Now, was that your first ride in a helicopter today?
Yes, it was.
What was it like? Why don't you describe, since we had a little trouble hearing you at some times during the show. What was it like? Where did you go?
It was quite exciting.
Yeah?
After we took off, we circled around the whole city,
Uh-huh.
and then we stopped at certain places, and I managed to find my house and everything.
You managed to find your house?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Well, I located the cemetery, which is right close to my house.
Well, that's handy.
And then I just went up so many streets and found it.
Okay, great. Well, thanks very much for being in the helicopter, Tim, and thanks very much to you for watching this, the first show. We'll be back next week and a whole season long with Switchback. Thanks very much. Have a great week. Thank you. Thanks very much. Chaos. Hey, you want to have a few of these guys?
This is CBC Television.